Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope your year is off to a beautiful, calm, and intentional start. Can you believe it's already February? January felt like such a reset, a time to breathe and reflect and to set intentions and the foundation for our beautiful year. But February feels like momentum. In this month, it's where the year starts to get moving. The energy begins to shift. It's still cozy and introspective, but there's this quiet drive behind it. Maybe it's because it's the shortest month of the year, so you feel that rush to get things done. So today I want to share my goals and my intentions for the month, my little blueprint of growth. Self-care and balance, if you will. February may be a shorter month, but that just makes it all the more focused. Every single day counts, and I want each and every one to feel more meaningful. So today we're going to be talking about daily habits, weekly rhythms, monthly rituals, and a few fun personal challenges that keep life playful. So grab your tea, light a candle, and get cozy, and let's dive into how I'm making February a month of gentle growth, deeper care, and a little bit of magic. My first focus this month is my daily goals, the things that I want to weave into the rhythm of every single day, no matter how busy life gets. Now, my daily goal is going to be reading every single day, even if it's just 10 to 15 minutes before bed or a few pages with my morning drink. I want to make reading a sacred part of my routine again. Reading has always been like an act of self-care for me. It's quiet, it's grounding, it's creative, all at once. It's that little moment in the day that's just about me, where I can step into somebody else's world or to gain a new perspective on my own world. This month, I'm challenging myself to actually track what I read, not for pressure, just to notice patterns. What genres inspire me the most? What authors do I gravitate towards? And what stories change my mood? If you're joining me, maybe keep a little reading log or even a book memory journal where you can write down one line that stayed with you from each book that you finish in 2026. For me personally, I use the app Fable, which helps me track not only how many days does it take for me to finish a book, but it also helps me track, did I like this book? Did I not like this book? How many stars would I rank it on a scale of 1 to 5. You can even do half stars, which I think is really cool. And I've been using it for a year now, and it actually helped me to see, hey, I only took 8 days to read this book, so that means that I was like totally immersed in the world of this book. So that I thought that was pretty cool. Next, section 2 is my weekly goals, but it also combines with my food and nutrition goals into one goal. So I get one goal for the price of 2 categories, if you would. Weekly and food and nutrition goal for the month of February is is meal prepping, breakfast, and lunch. I've learned that the way that I start my morning sets the tones for my entire day. And when I have nourishing meals ready, everything just flows much easier. It doesn't have to be fancy. Even just prepping overnight oats or a big pot of soup or some roasted veggies can make the week go so much smoother. Alongside that, I'm also doing fruit and veggie prep every single weekend, washing, chopping, storing things in cute little clear containers. It's such a small act, but it genuinely feels like a gift to my future self. And while that might sound simple, these little habits build trust with myself, and they're a quiet form of self-respect. Each Sunday, I'll make a ritual of it, music playing, or I'll watch some videos on my YouTube Watch Later playlist. I might even light a candle. And I want to make it feel like less than a chore and more like setting the stage for the week ahead. Next is my fitness goal for the month of February. And that is stretching or yoga every day. I want to move every day gently and intentionally and lovingly, and not as a workout or something to check off, but as a way of being present with my body. I've noticed how easy it is to disconnect from ourselves, especially in the colder months. A few mindful stretches, a slow yoga flow, or even a deep breathing by the window can completely shift my mood. This month I'm treating yoga like a moving meditation. Mindfulness in motion, no pressure, no perfection, just presence. Now let's talk about my monthly rituals. The things that I do once or twice a month to reset my energy and my environment. The first is deep cleaning and decluttering. It's one of my favorite ways to symbolically release the old energy, whether it's clearing out my closet, organizing my desk, or donating things that no longer serve me. It always makes me feel so much lighter. I've actually started viewing decluttering as emotional housekeeping. When my space is peaceful, my mind naturally follows. And I'm carving out time for self-care and admin days that blend the restorative with the practical. It's bubble baths and skincare, yes, but it's also paying bills, organizing paperwork, and updating my planner. I've realized over the years that true self-care is about reducing my future stress as much as it is about relaxing in the moment. So about once or twice a month, I will make an afternoon of it. Some comfy clothes, some lo-fi playlists, some tea, and just catching up on life. Next is my therapy goals, because hot girls go to therapy. It's a fact. Now, this month I want to go deeper into my therapy practice. My goal for the month of February is to journal before and after every session. Now before, I'll write down what has been coming up, what emotions feel heavy, what I've been avoiding, and what I might want a little bit of help clarifying on. After, I'll reflect on the insights that came up during my session, some breakthroughs, or even the uncomfortable moments that came up. Doing this makes therapy more than just a 1-hour session. It turns into an ongoing conversation with myself. And it's also amazing to learn how much you've grown when you look back on those entries and you can literally see your growth. That's a problem I've been having. Sometimes I do have to take a step and look back at my past self and think, you have come so far in your therapy journey and you've learned how to let go of bad coping habits, and you've learned so many good coping habits. And sometimes I'll ask my therapist and I'll be like, are you sure I'm doing a good job? And she's like, you have come so far. So it's good to sometimes get that reassurance that I have I've come far in my therapy journey. The next section is my little witchy section. This is one of my favorite things about February, is its subtle magic. On February 2nd, we will celebrate Imbolc, the Celtic midpoint between winter and spring. This is the moment when the earth starts to stir again beneath the cold. A new life is quietly preparing to bloom. I love celebrating it with little rituals, lighting candles to honor the returning light, cleansing my space, and setting intentions for what I want to grow this season. This month also brings the Quickening moon, which symbolizes energy moving beneath the surface. A reminder that just because we don't see growth yet does not mean that it's not happening. It's nature's way of saying, trust your process. Your time is coming. February can sometimes feel long and gray, so I like to brighten it by going on healing dates and solo dates. For this month, I have already pulled the cards for the solo dates and the healing dates, and I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak peek on that video. For solo dates this month, I'll be making a delicious charcuterie board with some amazing little snacks. I haven't decided yet whether or not I'm going to go and make it with the meats and the cheeses and the fruits and the veggies and the crackers and the spreads, or if I'm gonna maybe do a candy or like a little cookie one, like a little dessert charcuterie board. I don't know. Leave a comment down below which one you think I should do, or if there's any other version of a charcuterie board that you would like me to try in that video. I will also be giving myself a perfect date because Valentine's Day is coming up and I am single, but that does not mean that I don't want to go on a date. So on my perfect date, I will be taking myself and I to a restaurant, and I'll be getting myself some dinner and then going to the movies, and I'm going to be getting a massive popcorn and soda. And then my third solo date will be going to a Color Me Mine, except we do not have a Color Me Mine near us in our town, so I'm gonna go to another painting pottery studio, little small business. And finally, I will be creating a bad day emergency kit, and those are my solo dates. And then for my healing dates, first up, I will be creating a wellness calendar. Things like meditation and taking a walk outside or wearing a face mask. Next is organizing some photos. This will totally help me. As of filming this video, I need to get a ton of photos off of my devices and into my hands so that I can scrapbook with them. Then we are headed to something that I've had on my bucket list for a while now. Float therapy. Float therapy, also known as sensory deprivation or flotation tank therapy, involves lying in a pod or tank filled with warm water and Epsom salts and just allowing your body to float effortlessly. The water is heated to skin temperature and the environment is soundproof and dark, reducing external stimulation. This deep, relaxing experience is designed to relieve stress, ease muscle tension, and promote mindfulness by giving your mind and body a chance to completely unwind. And finally, I will be writing a thank you note, whether it will be to someone I love or to myself, or to yourselves. Thank you notes are super important. The next section is the glowing up section. This month I'm leaning into Lucky Girl Syndrome, and I actually have a video going in depth on Lucky Girl Syndrome on this channel, so check out that below. So check that out. But this month last month I did a bunch of research on it and I even made a video on it. And so this month I'm just leaning more into the Lucky Girl Syndrome. I'm taking what I've learned and I'm actually, and I am, what's the word? I'm implementing it into my routine. And Lucky Girl Syndrome is just a little sneak peek for that video. It's a mindset of believing that everything is going to work out in your favor. It's not about pretending that everything is fine. It's about choosing to notice the good things in your life. So every day I'm going to write 3 affirmations and 3 moments of gratitude. Even tiny things like having a warm cup of coffee or sunlight through my window. I'm also going to be paying attention to the little signs of abundance, unexpected kindness, synchronicities, and moments where my life feels aligned with my goals. Because the more that you look for the evidence that the good things are happening, the more that you'll find it. If you want to learn more about that, go ahead and I really recommend you check out that video. I worked super hard on it and I am very proud of it. Okay, next is my reading and book goals. My book pick for February is The Law of Attraction. The Law of Attraction by Michael J. Lozer. I've heard that it's a simple yet powerful guide to understanding how our thoughts attract our reality. I'm curious to see how it connects with everything I've been practicing through my affirmations, my mindset, and my manifesting of small daily joys. And I will share updates later with you guys on how this is resonating with me. And maybe it'll even become something for me to create a book club with. Next is my monthly challenge. And since February is the month of love, I wanted to lean into that and do something creative. So, a 28-day love song challenge. Every day I'll look at the prompt and I will pick one song that invokes that, goes with that prompt. Music is so deeply tied to memory, and I think exploring those emotions can help us to understand ourselves better. And let me know in the comments below if you would like me to share the link to that prompt so you can follow along in February with me. Now, before we wrap up, it is time for my TBR poll. I know you know the drill. I pick a random book or two from my reading, from my physical TBR, and I let fate decide what I'll read next. So, drum roll please. This month, in the month of February, I will be reading The King of Pride by Anna Wong. Beautiful. Purple spine, so pretty. I can't wait to dive into this book. I will post updates if you guys would like, so make sure to follow along if you love cozy reading content. Now, actually, I have read the first book in this series and the fourth book in this series, because you can read them in order or you can read them out of order. And so I've read The King of Wrath and I've read The King of Sloth, but I have been dying to get into this book, so this just gives me a reason to dive into this one. Alright, so that is my February 2026, a month full of intentions and self-care and growth. If January was about resetting, then February is about refining. It's about choosing to show up with purpose, not perfection, but presence. Every day doesn't have to be productive. Some days will just be peaceful, and that's just as important. I'd love to hear what your goals are for the month of February, whether it's something as simple as drinking more water or as big as starting a new project. Drop them in the comments below so we can cheer each other on our goals. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you never miss a new video of mine. Here's to making February magical, intentional, and full of growth. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, sending love, light, and cozy vibes your way. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.